Energy imbalance. What is energy imbalance? Now we see in our daily life we are using the AC, the bulb, the fan, and we know if there is too much of voltage, which is of course controlled, right? But sometimes if too much of electricity comes, the bulb will burst, or the AC will go wrong, the refrigerator will not run because it's excess of energy. So the system, the AC or the fan, the bulb, whatever it requires to produce the light, it is excess. Also the opposite, it is true, right? Like we have low voltage sometimes, so very dim bulb, we say, oh, I can't see anything. It is not doing the job. The AC is not running. Why? There is low voltage. Similarly, as beings, we are just not physical beings, friends. We are energy beings. Why we say that? Nowadays we have this Kirlian photography. You might have heard this term. Now these scientists, when they take this picture, they have made the camera, special camera, and they take the picture. They don't take the picture like normal camera. The picture will come of the energy in the body. Whatever picture they will take, it will show how the energy is flowing in the body. So that means as humans, even animals, trees, everything is energy. Okay, so it says that everything is like a collection of energy, and then the physicality is gross collection of a lot of energy, but in the subtle parts we are made of energy. In human beings, there is this only one energy. Now there is no different types, this energy, A energy, B energy, C energy. There is only one energy. Like how electricity runs everything, there is only one energy that runs everything in our body. So I will divide this energy into two parts. One energy, we call it the life force energy or the Kundalini energy, which gives us life, which gives us strength, motivation. We are more stronger and wiser because of that energy, creative. Okay, and this other energy which is going down, and it is creating a baby, or it is creating an orgasm, it is giving pleasure, it is called the sexual energy. So the direction of the energy, when it's going down, it's sexual energy, and when it move up, it's the Kundalini energy. We call it Kundalini energy, right? So the same energy, but two different applications. Okay, now what happens is, if we are doing some sadhana, or let's say we are doing some work where the energy is moving only upwards, only okay, doing meditation or creative work, intellectual work, only lot of work on the computer, right? So what happens is, there's a load of energy here, and the energy is reduced down. Okay, and the opposite is also true. If we are engaging too much of tamasic lifestyle, right, only like material life, khana pina sona, and sex, what will happen? The energy is a lot down there, below the navel. That also causes imbalance. Okay, now any imbalance will lead to dis-ease. What does dis-ease mean? Dis-ease, we are not in ease with something, that is a dis-ease. Okay, and dis-ease, the reason, the root cause of disease is the imbalance of these energies. Yeah, either we are putting too much of attention in the upper body, or too much of attention in the lower body. It can happen, various reason. For example, lower body, like eating a nice food, too much of eating, too much of sexual activity, like pornography, masturbation, or too much of materialistic things. I will, okay, just enjoy the material life, only the material. That will create a lot of imbalance. And the opposite also true. Okay, I will only sattvic, only nice things I will do, only creative things I will do, only I'll read books, I will not engage into any physical activity, right? Then those people also have these kind of imbalances, too much of overload of energy. So the imbalances, it will create a lot of negative thought patterns, right? And many of the imbalances, they will come from the suppression of emotions. Okay, these are the more deeper reasons. So because emotion, it says emotion that means energy in motion. So one of the very deep factor for energy imbalances is the emotion, the E factor, right? The energy is not moving properly, right? So we have energy channels in our body, like the whole energy head to toe. We have like energy circuits, and the energy, when it's flowing freely in the circuit, we feel very inspired, we feel creative, we feel motivated, we feel centered, and whatever we are doing is right. Why? Because the energy is balanced. And too much energy up, then whatever we are doing, it's creating a stress here. Okay, one of the syndrome which I want to talk here is called Kundalini Psychosis. It's very well known. Why it happens is because too much energy is going into the head. Yeah, some people, they would follow some kind of small techniques, spiritual techniques, or because I talk a lot about the sexual part of it. So sexual technique, they might have seen one video and they start practicing without having proper knowledge of that. What happens is they develop a lot of energy, because yes, it's an energetic exercise, right? They develop a lot of sexual energy or a lot of spiritual energy. And what happens, the energy always has a tendency, because it's light, right? It has a tendency to move up, and it's move up, but it does not know how to come down. So it will create headache, the person cannot sleep, the person is always anxious. Again friends, it's a disbalance in energy, right? So what is the solution of this disbalance? Is first, please know that if you are practicing something, please practice from the, learn from the right mentor. If you are practicing any kind of energy practices, right? So you need to find a step-by-step process. No shortcuts here, right? We generally look for shortcuts for these, but the shortcuts will create problem in our life, right? It's like a fast food. We always want fast food, we have everything fast. But this quickie thing, it is creating imbalance. Okay, so we need to learn things step by step properly if we are learning any energy exercise. Otherwise, this mental disorder will come. So many people, when they are practicing something which is they don't know fully, they are creating something called Kundalini Psychosis. The mental disorders are coming because of that, because of these imbalances, right? And many other imbalance can come, but this is one example I wanted to share. Okay, so what we need to do is, the solution is to balance this energy. So what is this balance? So for example, if you are already a lot in the physical activity, so you are you enjoy food, you can digest food well, you are having a lot of physical activity in your life, right? You're an active person, so you need to look into the other side. What is the other side? You need to spend time with more creative work, okay, like work such as meditation, yeah, and to evolve the upper chakras, being compassionate, being with nature, being with animals, slowing down. Okay, you need to slow down. If you're too much active, that's good, you're too much active, that's your positive point, but you need to look at the other side. Okay, slow down. And it's the opposite also true. If you are too much active person, you are a slow person, you are always meditating, always you are with your emotion, you are always trying to be aware, you are always interested in spiritual practices, you are always interested to discipline yourself, always you are slowing down. So you have to look at the other part. You need to ground, you need to also look into your food, you need to look into your exercise, you need to see how is your sexual energy doing, right? A balanced sexual energy will always be good for you. Always, if your sexual energy is balanced, that's the parameter. Yeah, so you will be creative, you will be intelligent, You know when you are balanced, right? Everybody knows when they are balanced. Okay, so friends, some of the ways that you can balance yourself is, if you have too much energy and you don't know what to do, the best way is to get into nature. The first way I want to share is be in the nature. If you have too much energy, you are having a lot of like panic attack or something like that, anxious, anxiety is there in the body, you don't know what to do, or you're too sad, you're too emotional, get to the nature, lie down on the nature, and this mother nature will help you relax, right? The second thing which I generally want to do for myself also, look into your food. Connect to your body and see what food feels good for the body, what you are just having out of your this taste bud, just the taste bud, right? So generally vegetarian food is very good for your overall well-being. The vegetarian food, you can find a full plant, protein, vitamin, everything, a balanced diet you can find, right? So look into that. And sometimes people with a lot of alcohol and other drugs, they find it too, these times, if you are going through something like a Kundalini psychosis or an energy disbalance in your body, then these things will aggravate that. So look into the factor where your anxiety or your disbalance is getting aggravated, because it's either you are too sad or you are too anxious. Okay, and the third thing is center yourself. Okay, so do some practice that will help you center, like you're centered in the heart, right? Heart is the middle point. You're not down, you're not up, you're here. So heart is practice compassion, practice loving, yourself. First is yourself and loving others, right? And the fourth thing I want to say is embrace the unknown. This is very fear factor. Like every morning, this person, because this person with a lot of energy imbalance, they are fearful. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? It's all the fear all the time, right? So they wake up with this terror, right? So embrace the unknown. Know that you will be supported. Know that you are safe. Yeah, the universe is there. The intelligence is there to support you. Trust. Trust is so important for this kind of problems, right? And the fifth is, you need to take care of the emotional swings or the energy swings. Either you have a lot of emotional swings. Sometimes you are feeling good. Sometimes you are too angry, irritated. Okay, and sometimes you have some pain in the body. You're feeling lethargic. Sometimes you are too much active. Right? There's no balance. Okay, so just know that this will pass. Okay, just if you can observe this state of yourself for some time, you will observe that this will pass. Right? So know that so the 5 points that I've given you, one is being with nature, looking at your food, and third is to center yourself, fourth is to embrace the unknown, and handle your energy, handle your emotional swing by knowing that change is evident. So everything changes. So maybe this mood is there for 15, 20, 30 minutes, but it will go away, right? So always coming to the center requires a practice. Okay, so any practice that you are doing, make sure that it helps you center, and you should be doing some practice in your life, right? For example, we do something like a qigong practice to, especially we are working with the sexual energy, so we do the qigong. So it is like a holistic way. It balances the physical, emotional, mental, social, spiritual, right? So some holistic practice that makes you balance. Even the simple practice of meditation, you sit, you watch the breath, and you balance yourself. You be here, be in the heart, right? This will help you to manage the energy, right? So more and more we are able to balance the energy, we can be abundant in all areas of our life, because you start becoming a master. Energy balance is so important. It's like a mastery, right? So hope this helped. I'm going to see you probably in the next video, coming video. We will be doing these kind of videos so that it we can work on ourselves, we can get connected, we can be inspired. And if you feel any topic that I should be making video, maybe you can just comment and on the this comment section. Yeah, and so that we can have a lot of different areas, we can make videos, and we can work on ourselves, we can make ourselves balanced. All right, so may the prana, may the chi be with you, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.